Tēnā koutou e te whānau. Nau mai haere mai ki tēnei kiriata tuatahi ki te ako i te reo Māori. Ko se hinari tōku ingoa. Welcome everybody. This is the first video of learning how to speak te reo Māori. Just a short course that we're going to be doing just on short 5-minute videos. Now, this course originally came around from before the COVID-19 stuff was happening. It came back a while ago where we asked people, what could we do to help people learn te reo Māori? Because so many people really want to learn but are just have lots on their plate and are really busy people, and I completely understand that. So what I did is I thought, well, let's put a course together which is 5 minutes long and you can do around the dinner table with your spouse, with your whānau, with whoever, with your friends, with your flatmates, just to be able to learn a few little bits and pieces that you can continue to practice over a period of time and continue to grow in that. So that's what this course really is. So I hope you guys enjoy it. If a few people are enjoying it, and want to keep going with it, then we can do a few question and answer sessions as well. But yeah, that's everything. So kia kaha koutou, kia maia, kia manawa nui. Ngā mihi nui ki a koutou. Okay, kia ora e te whānau. Nau mai haere mai ki te karahi tuatahi o te reo ki te tepu. Welcome to the first lesson of te reo ki te tepu. So what we'll be going over today is we'll be going over just getting some vowel sounds sorted, and then I've got a few kupu Māori for you, some Māori words for you that you can begin to use around the table. Okay, so first of all we have the vowels. So the vowel sounds, you've got the A, which is A as in car. You have the E, which is an air sound, as in the air you breathe. You have an I, which is an E sound, as in feed. An O, which is a oar sound, as in like a oar to row the boat. And then you have a U sound, which is a U in te reo Māori. So you have A, E, O, U. Nice and easy. So in te reo Māori, those sounds will never change. It's not like in English where you might have the letter A, which can be A, R, or A, R, or A. In te reo, it's always R. Will always stay as a R. So don't have to worry about those sounds ever changing. The only time things can get a little bit confusing with them is when you begin to combine them. So you have a word like kai. So the A and the I sound, they like flow together. So it becomes ai. If you ever get stuck, then just slow down what you're saying, in certain words, and begin to sound out each vowel individually, and then speed it up. So say for example, we have a word like taupō. So we have the t, then a and u for the toe sound. So it becomes, say the word a first, the letter a, and then u. So o, toe. So then it becomes the taupō, the toe in taupō. Kind of makes sense? If you get stuck with any of it, if there's any words that you're finding hard to pronounce, then just put them in the comments or something like that, and we'll be able to break those down in the next te reo ki te tepu. Cool. The other thing with pronunciation is the tohutoa, or the macrons on top of some of the words. So what they do is, if you see one with a macron or a tohutoa, then you're just extending that sound on the vowel. So for example, in the word Māori, it has a tohutoa in that first A, so it's Māori. So remember, slow it down if you get stuck. So Māori. So if you take that tohutoa off and sound out, it becomes Māori. So it's more of a Māori. So I've heard people say the way you pronounce the word Māori is in like mouldy bread, like mouldy. Yeah, you might have heard that one. But it's actually, that would be right if there was no tohutoa in the A. But there is a tohutoa in the A, so it becomes Māori. I hope that's making sense. Okay, so cool. That's it for pronunciation. I'm going to go quickly run through these 10 new words for you. And hopefully they're kind of items that you've already got around your dinner table. If you're watching this at the table, then that's good. So, first one, pereti. Don't worry about the spelling, because I will put the spelling in the comments or somewhere else as well. So this one is pereti. Then we've got your bowl, which is a ipu. Then you have a cup. Cup is kapu. Nice and easy, that one. We then have our utensils. We have a naihi. Oh, these are obviously Izzy and Ellie Mays. These are not the utensils that I tend to use when I eat my dinner. But we have a knife, which is naihi. We have a fork, which is whāka. That's got an A on that first Toitoa on that first A, so it becomes whāka. So just be careful how you pronounce that one, because you could end up in some trouble if you pronounce that one wrong. So whāka. You then have a spoon, which is a punu, punu with a toitoa on the U, punu, punu. We then have got some drink, which is inu, inu for your drink, not just for water, for any type of drink. So inu. We have some kai. Well, I've got some pie guts here, but kai. Then we've got some salt, which is tote, 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 and pepper. I'm pretty sure you could guess what this one is. It's pepper. So there you go. It's a hard one. P-E-P-A, pepper. Cool. So that's it for Te Reo ki te Tepu today. Hopefully these are some things that you can begin to use while you're sitting around the table, and go from there. What I might leave you with is just practice the way you can practice it. So why don't you just try holding certain items up while you're at the table, getting each other to keep saying what these words are, and then what else you can do is you can keep saying, oh, can you please pass me the naihi? Can you pass me the naihi, or pass me the punu, or pass me the whāka, and just begin to use it like that around the table so it becomes a bit more ingrained. Okay, that's it for now, and I will put another video up soon.